So that is the appendage. That's the aortic valve. So the easiest way for us to remember as interventionist to communicate with the echo colleagues is I usually keep my left hand for the transcervical echo and the right hand for the transthoracic. So transcervical echo, the thumb is your appendage. Here will be your aorta. AML is usually big. In terms of surface area, they are both same, but it will look like this. So A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Exactly same for opposite transthoracic. So when I am doing a transthoracic TT, this will be this one, A1, A2, B2, B3. So it's easy to remember as interventionist because we have to concentrate on the procedure. So when COVID says medial, lateral, middle, so we immediately know. So towards the appendage is lateral, opposite is medial. So today's case we put two clips. Now when we put two clips, when we put the first clip the middle and then going medial will be very difficult. So that's why if we have to put a second clip, we usually go a little bit more medial with the first one. So create a larger gap on the lateral side. And I would have left it. So just left it. And at one point it looked there was jet coming on both sides. At one point it was looking like jet was coming more in the medial side. We couldn't accept that. And the final one, when we moved it, we could clearly see that the most jet was on the lateral side. So it's very easy. Once you release the clip, it becomes difficult. Because if you have more MR on the medial side after the first clip, it's not impossible, but it's difficult. So okay. And getting the second clip, usually it's in a closed position. The first clip we go with open. Second clip, most of the time we don't want to have any interaction with the first clip. Second clip, in the RAL view, it has to be parallel but close. If you leave a too long gap because you are worried about interacting with the first clip, you go very away, far away, you will get a jet between the two. That's the worst thing. So you want to be close but at the same time not interact. I think today's echo clearly is very useful and the fluoroscopy was useful, so you can get it closer.
The second clip which you used, it was of different size.
So the first one we used is something called XTW. The difference between the N and X is the N has got a 9 mm arm, so it will capture up to 6 mm of the leaflet. The X has got a 12 mm, so it can capture up to 9 mm. The W and no W, so XT and XTW is 6 and 9 width. So longer width is XTW, normal is XT. Same thing with the N and GW. So what we used today was the first one was XTW because we wanted a larger width to cover the whole length of that line segment. And the second one was XT. So longer arm but a narrow.